So the main points in this discussion will be yung kung nangyayari din ba yung disinformation in the local arena in Cagayan province. So first off siguro we ask the editor-in-chief of the Northern Forum uh, and kung nangyayari din ba yung disinformation as a local journalist, as an editor-in-chief, have you come across nung mga disinformation or what are forms of hate na nangyayari sa social media dito sa Cagayan?
Alright, so thank you for coming and so thank you sa mga co-panelists ko dito right now. And for Raymond, siya pala yung former editor-in-chief ng The Northern Forum. Yes.
Okay. So, the ex and the present.
Anyway, so let's go to basic. Usually, we really encounter not only in the nation but nationwide, but regional and local. Kasi usually students are the primary or the millennials are the primary contributor of fake news, disinformation, or let's say, or we are misleading the netizens or the community in social media. Why? Because nakalimutan na natin or we're not that oriented in sense of fact-checking and verifying our facts. Kasi minsan kung ano yung trending, we just share without verifying the facts. I myself is a victim of fake news, sharing fake news, but later on as I progress in my specialization, I come up to know that we should really verify the facts or the data that we are sharing kasi
Can you elaborate on that?
yeah.
On that
I'll
experience?
give an example. So, recently, di ba, meron tayo tinatawag na nagkaroon tayo ng mga bomb threats in in Mindanao. So, may mga lumabas na threats recently dito sa Cagayan, specifically sa SM, bomb threat, which is fake news. We all know. Actually, gumawa kami ng collaboration. I made a collaboration with PIA or the Philippine Information Agency to make a feature article regarding the bomb threat on SM saka doon sa Capitol, 'di ba? So ang kinalabasan nito is we made a subject at ginawa nila akong subject for that article na sinasabi na why would we share this article or this data information which is not verified from SM. So ang ginawa namin, tinawagan namin yung media liaison or media relation ng SM. Is it true na may bomb threat ba silang na-receive? Kasi kumakalat siya not only sa Messenger, but sa Facebook. So, ang dami nagtatanong, ang dami nagka-questions, tapos mga nagme-message sa amin, then tinatanong namin, hindi rin namin alam kung true siya. So, that's why, pumasok yung verification na tumawag kami sa SM. Then tinawag namin, ang explanation nila is, it was circulated from 2013 pa daw. So, the problem is that itong mga trolls, itong mga fake news sharer, ay... Hello? Okay na. So, itong fake news na nangyari doon is because of that rising tension sa Mindanao, kinakopy nila dito sa Cagayan or dito sa Northern Luzon. So, you see how the fake share or fake news share works, like sinabi ni Ma'am Lian Buwan. Actually, nag-attend ako recently ng seminar. Siya yung keynote speaker. Siya yung resource speaker sa Baguio. Then, I was invited by Vera Files about fake news and disinformation regarding at hined to ng Nordis and Ma'am Ellen Torcedillas ng Vera Files. So, in-explain dito kung paano talaga na may engine to may engine na tinatawag tayo, hindi ko lang sure kung ano yun. Sa media kasi, merong engine na ginagawa yung mga trolls, fake news share, na ginagamit nilang bot para mag-multiply yung mga fake news na hindi natin ma-verify basta, which nagkakos ng, hindi lang only fake news sa atin, like yung walang pasok, isa na yan, di ba? Or yung, let's say, yung bagyo, which caused tension, lalo na yung recently, yung bagyong Ompong, ang nilalagay kasi, mali na rin sabihin na natin na fake news, yung super typhoon siya at typhoon, then magkakos talaga siya ng tension sa community kung hindi mo ilalagay yung tamang word or yung tamang term doon sa article mo.
Yeah, I have an experience with that also, yung distinction ng typhoon and a super typhoon nung I think nung Ompong. It's because there are different sources that you can source in your story, and they are also as legitimate as Pag-asa. Like for example, a weather agency in America, they categorize Ompong already as a super typhoon, and Pag-asa, uh, parang maintain pa rin nila yung typhoon category. So, we published a news story that a US weather agency already categorized Ompong as super typhoon, and our news story was described as fake news, as a form of disinformation. So we wanna ask Ma'am Glenda kung ano yung guides sa mga ganong cases.
Thank you, Raymond. Um, Actually, nabanggit din ni Stacy kanina to, pero I think each and every one of us in this room can do 3 basic steps. And this can be explained later on in the workshop, no? Pero even on our personal experience, to say na maski kaming journalist, yung tendency mo to share what you have not read is human nature. I think everyone here in the room is guilty of that, correct? Sometimes you share, ang ganda ng storyang to, ang ganda nitong info na to, pero sa totoo lang, hindi nyo nabasa yon. Why? Yun nga na-discuss, di ba? Kasi peer yan eh. Pag gusto mo rin yung maramdaman na lalaman ng mga ibang kaibigan mo, ang galing naman nito, ang ganda ng mga sinashare niya, ang talino niya. Oh. First is, I think, to actually verify yung source nung post kung ano siya. Kasi baka hindi nyo alam na marami sa Facebook at Twitter ngayon, fine-fake mismo yung brand ng news media. So, pwedeng Northern Forum, pero iba yung logo niya. Tingin mo, Northern Forum siya. Pwedeng Northern Forum, pero hindi mo yan mahahalata. Marami yan. May BBC, may CNN, pero lahat yan fake. Paano mo malalaman yon? I-explain mamaya ni Michael Bell sa yon. Pero malalaman mo yon kasi kailangan buksan mo muna yung link. Pag nabuksan mo, makikita mo hindi totoo yung mga storya ng karamihan ng mga page. So unang-una, you don't only think before you click, you actually have to read it, di ba? So una, pero bukod doon, awareness na may ganong nagaganap. May grappler.com, may Raffler, ganon. So meron ding ABS-CBN, pero mali lang yung, iba lang yung hyphen. So just be aware that there are a lot of fake accounts spreading using popular brands. Unang-una yun. Pangalawa is that look at the dates. Because sometimes, it is true. Sometimes, tama yung event, pero luma siya. Which is what happened in the bomb, Kung luma, ibang konteksto, tapos pwedeng magamit yon. And nangyari yun sa amin dun sa Davao bombing. Nung anong year yon? I think 2015 or 2014. Naalala nyo may bomba, tapos maraming namatay sa isang mall sa Davao. Tapos, nag-spread, it's a Rappler story na nahuli yung mga suspects sa Davao bombing. Number 1 story namin yun ng 2 days. Nagtataka kami, bakit number 1? Lumang storya siya. Pero pinopagate yun at inispread ng army ng administration to show what? Na may nahuli na. Pero maski hindi totoo. So pangalawa is look at the dates. It's very context and date specific. Responsibility nyo yun, ha? So yun. I think those 2 basic steps lang will go a long way in actually making us more vigilant in spreading the news. And third is the really awareness that you are being manipulated, unfortunately, that your favorite social media platform is not innocent, is not passive, and that it is being manipulated by online armies.
So for Sir Jan, Sir No, we were talking about the common themes or what are the different forms of disinformation or hate happening here in Cagayan. So do you have something to share po kung may mga na-observe kayong na disinformation na nangyayari dito sa Cagayan? do you have something to share po? Or do you have experience na po na sa mga ganitong klaseng fake news, disinformation, or hate sa social media online?
Yes, of course. Hindi naman lingid sa ating kaalaman. Matindi ang labanan pagdating sa politika dito sa ating probinsya. Aware ba kayo doon, students? So, hindi na bago yon sa atin, mga local journalists. So, actually, nag-enjoy akong nagbabasa ng mga comments na gano'n. And I usually share to my class na kailangan maging mapanuri tayo sa mga fake, sa kung ano ang totoo. Yan. And also, bilang bahagi ng Fourth Estate, kailangan talagang I really appreciate yung ginagawa natin ito para ma-educate yung ating youth sa pagpapalaganap ng katotohanan at hindi yung mga fake news.
Julius, how about on as a student journalist, you were the editor-in-chief of the CSU Communicator. Meron na bang instances dun sa school ninyo, school premises ninyo, na may nagpapakalat ng disinformation dun sa school ninyo?
Yeah. By the way, good afternoon, everyone who are here with us today. As for CSC Communicator, recently we encountered spread of fake news. I don't know if the students here have heard about it, pero may news na kinakalat na free daw yung ating diploma, yung ating toga, yung ating TOR sa graduation. And there were student publication pages na nagkakalat na yun nga, graduating students of Cagayan State University will receive free diploma. So, na-shock talaga kami kasi walang dumating sa amin na news na ganun. And so, we verified the news and only to find out that the free diploma, free toga, and free TOR is for Catanduanes State University and not for Cagayan State University. So, yun yung latest instance ng fake news or disinformation sa Cagayan State University. As for trolling naman, kasi we have a growing online reach po. The CSU Communicator right now has, I think, around 30,000 plus likers and followers. Props to the online team of the CSU Communicator. They are very active in updating the pages and in feeding up-to-date news to the pages. So, ayun po. And as to trolling, madaming nagme-message sa page na may mga hate comments, may mga bashing ranters, ganun po. And yun nga po, ang ginagawa na lang namin, hindi namin nire-replyan yung mga trolls and yung mga nagra-rant sa aming page.
Sir Janus, very quick, no? Kasi you were like implying kanina na politicians are weaponizing the social media kasi it's this time against election year again. So they are using this to propagate this information against their fellow candidate. How is this affecting the public perception on social media?
Talagang nakakalito. Malaking, sabihin na natin, kung intentional man yun, malaking panglilito talaga sa masa. I will not mention, no? So, alam naman natin yung sino yung dalawang panig. Talagang sinasabi ng isa, ayaw ipasa yung budget, yung isa, ganito, ganyan. So, ang dami nilang reason. So, sa perspective ng taong bayan, talagang ang hirap ng i-determine kung sino ang paniniwalaan. 'Di ba? So may kanina yung pinag-uusapan po kanina yung yellow card at the third card. Ano naman kaya sa Cagayan? So parang yung nangyayari sa ating national situation nangyayari din dito sa probinsya. At talagang hindi maganda ang epekto nito sa taong bayan.
Okay. So we go no, to news organization, are you being accused also of being biased, Joshua?
Hello. So far, in sense sa mga being biased as a news outfit, I always try to balance my articles. Kasi one time, may mga nagsasabi sa akin, why na puro ito lang yung pinopost ko? Why about sa like the PNP or the AFP, let's be realistic, the PNP or the AFP ang pinopost ko. So, kasi usually, multi-bit kasi ako. So, unti lang kami dun sa ano namin, sa news ano namin, organization. So, ang ginagawa ko is may bit ako sa justice, may bit ako sa AFP, PNP, and may bit ako sa mga community relations. So, definitely, naranasan din ni Raymond yon. So, kung ano talaga yung binigay sa akin, magbe-base ako doon, then I will try for an interview. Kasi, usually, matatag ka as biased media kapag ipinost mo mismo yung PR or let's say the press release ng mga organization or mga ng agency without getting the other side of the coin. So, recently, nag-post ako ng isang PR kasi usually pag yung mga ano tayo, headline reader tayo, di ba? Yung hindi na natin binabasa yung mismong content ng article, we just share it kasi
On the basis of the headline.
Yes, kasi parang bang interesting para sa'yo, then makashare ka lang, makiuso ka sa kung anong uso, share mo na siya. So, without clicking that part, without verifying that part, ang nangyayari sa amin is, natatag ako, last year ata yun, naalaman ko na parang bang, uy, bakit puro, ano na lang pinopost mo, puro about sa PNP, good things about PNP. Ang sabi ko, pinopost ko lang to kasi ito yung nakuha ko, but titignan mo naman yung post ko, may interview ako sa other side. Kumbaga yung headline ko lang is ginawa ng PNP, but on the other side. Kasi recently, di ba, we're all ano talaga naman is victim of fake news. In comes to sense na, meron akong nilalakad na case. Hindi siya legal case na sasabihin ko wala pang unsolved case ang extrajudicial killing. Ay, wala pang solved case ang extrajudicial killings. To be honest, di ba? May mga friends na tumatawag sa akin na ilapit ko sa PNP kung ano yung mga ganon. So, ako naman to...
you mean in Cagayan?
In
Wala
Cagayan.
pang solved na case na...
Yes.
Okay.
O, di ba? Wala pa talagang solved. So, with my connection as a media, tumatawag ako sa mga connections, yung mga resources, let's just say resources, na i-open tong case na to, yung pangalan na to. Kasi ito yung na talagang na-hurt ako sa, or let's say I'm emotionally impacted by this case. May friend kasi akong nakilala na pinatay yung katasan ko na Oplan Tokhang. Pinatay yung kapatid niya, 18 years old, tinaniman daw ng drugs. So, we cannot say. Then, after 2 months, tatay niya sumunod, tinaniman din daw ng drugs. So, very na-intriga ako. So, dumating sa point ko na bilang journalist na, oo nga, talagang wala pa talagang solved. Hindi natin alam kung ano talaga yung point ng government natin. Pero, to see the fact na hindi solved yung case, tapos ongoing pa rin, may mga mga officials na na free pa rin sila, ginagawa ang gusto nila. So, tumawag ako sa isang resources. Sabi ko, open mo tong case na to. Gusto ko lang malaman kung anong nangyayari. Bakit nag-file sila, natatakot daw sila mag-file ng kaso sa police na kilala nila. So, open yun sa akin. Wala akong pakialam kung director ka, basta sabihin ko sa'yo, meron akong kasong ganito, pakitignan lang kung ano yung magagawa nyo.
So let's ask Lian, when you are presented with press release, you are sent press release, ano yung unang-unang naiisip mo after mabasahin yung press release na yun?
Hello. Sa justice kasi, walang masyadong press release kasi we really have to go to each court para kumuha ng decision. Yung press release na experience lang namin yan kapag ang magpapa-press release yung party. Like, kunyari, a trial court says, ito yung decision. Tapos kunyari ako si Bong, nanalo ako, magpapa-press release ako. Hindi ko binabasa. Bakit ko babasahin? Kaya kong basahin yung decision. So I actually don't need your press release to see what the decision was. Kasi pag abogado ka, kaya mong spin yan na parang, the decision was favorable to us. Saan? Sa pages 11 to 15? What about 15 to 20? So I don't read press releases of parties. I will only read them if I need a quote na parang, oh, how do you feel about the decision? Again. Pero anything about the decision, hindi ko sila binabasa because the best source is still the decision.
So, you were saying na do not base the entire news dun sa entirety ng press release because one-sided lang yun.
Lalo na kung madali naman para sa'yo na pumunta sa main source.
Okay. Okay.
Lalo na kung sobrang madali naman sa'yo na puntahan yung main source. Huwag nyo nang pansin yung mga press release kasi hindi nyo alam kung ano yung highlight, ano yung tinago.
What can you local journalists, unit journalists do to uphold the facts at this time at this time of disinformation in the digital age?
Yun nga, always verify the facts and always, if as much as possible, gaya nga nung sabi ni ma'am kanina, use first-hand information when coming up with news articles or when coming up with articles.
Joshua.
For me, don't be a headline reader. You click the link, but make sure, kasi beneficial to sa mga trolls, dun sila kumikita. Once you click the link, dun na sila kikita. Then you're a victim of fake news. Pero kung share mo, mas dun sila kikita kasi mas madadami yung views, mas madami magkiklik. So better na i-click mo na lang mag-isa, then you check it out, then don't share na.
Sure, Chanos.
Okay. And the perspective of being a teacher, no? So, para sa mga estudyante, read between the lines. Don't just click, no? Marami na rin kasi instances dito eh. Usong-uso yung mga confession, yung mga ganun, di ba? Naging biktima na rin ako dati. Yeah, nitong taon lang. So, nakapanggigil. Okay, so siguro this is the right platform para erase ko yung sentiment ko pagdating sa mga ganyan. So please, student, huwag tangkilikin ang mga hindi na verified na information.
Yeah.
No, maging matalinong reader tayo. Hindi lang yung follow lang tayo ng follow, basa lang ng basa, maniniwala agad tayo. So, please, tumulong tayo. Tumulong tayo sa pag-create ng awareness, pagpakalap ng makabuluhang komunikasyon gamit ang social media.
Okay, so Bonds will get three questions from the audience. So, anyone na may tanong sa ating panelists?
Okay, so the floor is now open for questions from our audience. Just raise your hand and I'll go to you. Questions, guys? May prize na ibibigay si Bonds sa magtatanong. Ano yung prize, Bonds? Secret? Okay. We'll give you one free sticker board ng Rappler. So, pakita mo, Bonds. Oh, ayan. Questions or sentiments. How are you affected by fake news? At some point, have you seen a fake news that affected your community, someone you know, or how do you feel about fake news, especially in your respective communities? Anyone?
Let's hear a question from the CSU Communicator Group since
Oh.
you're the top publication in the region. Do you have a question?
For campus journalists as well. Yeah. Anyone? Si Paula na magtatanong. Joke lang. Yeah.
Wala rin lang tatanong. Hindi, I guess just before we wrap up, no? And maybe part of the reason you're not asking is, well, part of it is you're shy, or maybe you think that anyway, hindi ka naman affected ng fake news, di ba? I think there's one thing that we need to be aware of. Disinformation, propaganda, and lies are the new weapons of choice of the corrupt, of bad leaders, of bad governments all over the world. You need to be aware of that because you're communication students. And for you to embrace that is very significant because you have to be aware that this is war. Information is power, and it serves the good only if you allow it to be used for the good. And the reason that this information is very insidious now is technology. Yung technology, yung social media na pinapakinabangan natin, na ginagamit natin sa disaster, pag-connect sa friends and families, yun yung teknolohiya na ginagamit ng mga propagandista. Para saan? Para gawin tayong mangmang. Para hindi tayo magtanong. Para tanggapin natin kung ano yung maganda lang at mabuti na sinasabi nila. Para hindi kayo magtanong at hindi kayo mag-isip. So I guess yun lang yung significance kaya ginagawa din ng Rappler itong workshop. Kasi mahaba-habang pag-struggle to. Yan, parang kumbaga climate change to eh. Yung environment is polluted. Your universe where you live 4 hours, 8 hours a day, it is murky. It is polluted with lies. And you need to be aware of that. And you need to equip yourselves with skills and values and to maintain your guard that you are for honesty, you are for transparency, and you are for a social media world that unites more than divides, a social media world that connects more than isolates people.
Right. Thank you. So I think that ends our forum.
All right. Thank you so much to our guest and for giving us a context. So I'll turn you over now to our host, the De Leons.
Hi, Brother De Leon. Tatanggapin ko na lang na ano tayo, magkamag